Hey everyone! Today we're exploring another chilling and disturbing case. If you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay engaged. It really means a lot. I truly appreciate it. Now, take a deep breath and let's dive in. She thought she had found healing in a second marriage until a single, anonymous letter shattered her entire reality. For 10 years, she loved and trusted a man who, unbeknownst to her, had murdered her first husband just to steal a $4.5 million life insurance payout. And now, she's realizing she may not have been his only victim. Jason Reed was 31, a beloved teacher, and newly married to his high school sweetheart, Danielle. They just purchased their first home and had begun trying for a baby. He was kind, dependable, and never had enemies. But in the fall of 2009, tragedy struck. Jason was found shot to death in their home. No forced entry. No missing items. The case was ruled a home invasion gone wrong. Danielle, devastated, received a $4.5 million life insurance payout. Money Jason had insisted on to protect her if anything ever happened. She never imagined that very policy would become the motive for his death. Jason's murder sent shockwaves through their community. Police had few leads. Danielle, overwhelmed with grief, never questioned the strange timing or how the alarm system had been deactivated the night of the killing. Detectives followed dead ends. No suspects, no justice, and no closure. Life moved on. Danielle eventually moved to a new town, a new job, a new therapist. That's when she met Travis Cole. Travis was everything Danielle thought she needed: stable, comforting, and surprisingly attentive. He claimed to be a financial planner who just wanted to help people rebuild their lives. They dated. They married. For a decade, Danielle believed she had found healing. But behind closed doors, Travis was controlling. He monitored her spending, isolated her from friends, and showed growing paranoia anytime Jason's name came up. Still, Danielle chalked it up to trauma until she received that letter. Your husband knows what happened to Jason. Check the phone logs from that night. Shaken, Danielle did just that, and what she found made her blood run cold. Phone records showed Travis had called Jason's number 4 times the week he was murdered. Surveillance from the area had mysteriously gone missing. Worse, Danielle discovered that Travis had changed his name. She hired a private investigator. The deeper they dug, the darker it got. Travis wasn't a certified financial advisor. He had once worked for a private security firm involved in off-the-books operations. His criminal record had been expunged, and a month after Jason's death, Travis opened an offshore account that received almost $1, the same amount Danielle had received in insurance. When Danielle confronted him, Travis gaslit her. You're paranoid. You need help. But within days, he packed a bag and tried to flee. The FBI arrested him boarding a flight to the Cayman Islands. Faced with digital and financial evidence, Travis finally broke. He admitted to hiring someone to stage the home invasion and said he fell in love with Danielle the moment he saw her. He said it like it was romantic, like it was fate. Travis was charged with conspiracy to commit murder and insurance fraud. But investigators soon uncovered more. 2 previous girlfriends had also died under suspicious circumstances. One fell from a hiking trail. The other, overdose. Both had life insurance policies, and Travis was listed as beneficiary. Now, authorities are reopening those cases, and one cold case detective says, "We believe Danielle wasn't his first target. She might have been the only one who survived." When Travis was arrested, cold case detectives in 2 states flagged similar names connected to his past: Melissa Hart, age 29, and Claire Jennings, age 34. Both women had died under suspicious but unconfirmed circumstances. Melissa had been dating Travis in Nevada in 2003. She was found dead in her bathtub, an apparent overdose. No note, no known drug use. The case was quietly closed. Claire had dated him in 2007. They were hiking near Mount Rainier when she fell over a cliff. Travis told police she slipped while taking a photo. Her family never believed it. And in both cases, Travis was listed as the sole beneficiary on recently updated life insurance policies. Total payout? Just under $2 million combined. FBI profilers were brought in. What they found disturbed even seasoned agents. Travis Cole fit the profile of a covert predator, a type of manipulative sociopath who doesn't kill out of rage, but out of opportunity and greed. He didn't stalk strangers. He created victims through relationships. He inserted himself into women's lives during periods of grief, financial instability, or trauma. Then he slowly gained their trust, isolated them, and ensured their lives. Every move had a motive. Every victim had a dollar sign. Danielle was asked to testify. She had to relive every conversation, every red flag she once ignored. The man who had held her while she cried over Jason's death had caused it. She found photos on his old hard drive, images of her, taken without her knowing, as early as 2 months before Jason was murdered. He had been watching her, following her, planning. One photo in particular would haunt her forever. A zoomed-in image from across the street. Jason kissing her on the porch. Dated 10 days before the murder. In court, Travis showed no emotion. The prosecution laid out their case methodically. Money trails, forged signatures, encrypted emails, burner phones. A former associate even testified that Travis once bragged about cleaning up messy situations for profit. But the defense had a shocking claim of their own. Mr. Cole was a victim of obsession. He did what he did because he loved Danielle, not for money. They argued that Travis's actions stemmed from trauma and misplaced devotion. The jury didn't buy it. Travis was found guilty of first-degree murder, fraud, and conspiracy to commit murder. He received life without parole. But it wasn't over. Months after conviction, the FBI received a tip. A woman in Arizona, another ex of Travis, had died under mysterious circumstances in 2001. Her name was Leah Sanders. She had been found in a burning car. Official cause of death, undetermined. Her family never knew she had taken out a $750,000 life insurance policy. Guess who the beneficiary was? Travis Cole. Now, a multi-state task force is investigating what they believe could be a serial killer who used romance as a weapon and insurance as his cover. The more we dig, the more we find, one FBI agent said, and the number of victims is rising. Travis Cole was born in 1981 in Glendale, Arizona. From the outside, his childhood seemed average. His father was a construction foreman. His mother was a devout church volunteer. But behind the white picket fence was something darker. Neighbors recalled constant screaming from inside the home. Police were called multiple times for domestic disputes. But it was Travis's older brother, Michael, who revealed the chilling truth. My dad used to beat the hell out of us. But Travis, he didn't cry. He smiled. By the age of 10, Travis had already been caught killing stray animals in the neighborhood. At 12, he was suspended for stealing a teacher's checkbook. At 14, he was sent to juvenile detention for setting a fire behind a grocery store. A psychologist at the time wrote, Travis exhibits signs of high intelligence, low empathy, and manipulative charm. A dangerous combination. At 19, Travis got involved in a fake charity scam, posing as a church volunteer collecting donations for terminally ill children. Authorities later found out he pocketed nearly $20,000. He was arrested, but the charges were dropped after he cooperated with an investigation into a larger fraud ring. That's when he disappeared from public records for nearly 5 years. It's believed he moved between states under aliases, learning how to erase his tracks. By the time he resurfaced in 2006, he had a new name, a new profession, and a new plan. That's when Claire Jennings, the woman who would later fall off a hiking trail, met him. According to prosecutors, Travis followed a precise method. Step 1. Target emotionally vulnerable women, recently divorced, widowed, or recovering from trauma. Step 2. Gain their trust through romantic intimacy and financial advice. Step 3. Convince them to take out large life insurance policies, sometimes suggesting protection in case something happened. Step 4. Stage a tragic but untraceable accident or sudden death. Step 5. Cash out. Move on. Start again. Authorities now believe Travis may have repeated this process at least 6 times across 4 states. The scariest part? He was never caught because he never pulled the trigger himself. He paid others to do it, or arranged scenarios that looked like tragic misfortune. He didn't just kill, he engineered death. After Travis's conviction, Danielle was given access to some of the digital evidence recovered from his encrypted cloud storage. What she found made her physically ill. There were dozens of folders, each labeled with a woman's name. Inside each, photos, notes, voice memos, and in some cases videos. One folder was labeled DM Contingency Plan. Danielle Morgan. The documents showed he had taken out an additional $1.2 million policy in her name, forged an online notary and fake medical history. She had no idea it existed. He was planning to kill her next. One piece of evidence is still being kept under seal by the FBI, believed to contain communication logs between Travis and a darknet hitman for hire site. In one message, he allegedly refers to needing cleanup on a past job. Another message includes encrypted coordinates near where Melissa Hart's body was found. This leads to the most disturbing question of all. Was Travis working alone, or was he part of something bigger? The FBI is now investigating whether Travis had ties to a murder-for-hire network that may be connected to other unsolved deaths tied to insurance fraud. After Travis's arrest, the FBI obtained a court order to access his encrypted cloud storage. Inside it was a folder titled Contract and Cleanup Confirmed. The files reference usernames, wallet addresses, and transaction logs involving a dark website known only as Silk Mercy. Unlike the infamous Silk Road drug market, Silk Mercy catered to an even darker clientele, those looking to pay for death. Travis had made at least 4 Bitcoin payments to a user named Oracle Clean. Each transfer was followed by a spike in online chatter about a successful job completed. One payment was sent just 10 days before Jason Reed's murder. Silk Mercy was a darknet murder-for-hire platform hidden behind multiple layers of encryption and routed through global proxy chains. It advertised it starting at $15,000 and offered tiered packages, from basic assassinations to staged accidents and suicides. Users were promised clean exits, no loose ends, insurance-approved deaths. Digital security analysts believe Silk Mercy operated between 2010 and 2018, serving clients across at least 9 countries, before disappearing without a trace. Some believe it was shut down. Others think it rebranded and went deeper underground. Investigators tied Travis's messages directly to the user Oracle Clean using a simple but fatal mistake. He recycled a phrase. In a message to the dark web contact, he wrote, "No second chances. Do it clean." That exact phrase, "no second chances, do it clean," was also found in one of his encrypted memos about Jason's death. This linguistic fingerprint allowed investigators to connect Travis to multiple suspected jobs ordered through Silk Mercy, including Melissa Hart's bathtub overdose, Claire Jennings's hiking fall, and an unidentified woman in Texas found dead in a staged suicide in 2011, whose life insurance payout went to a Travis B. Collins, an alias linked to Travis Cole. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. Travis wasn't just a customer. Digital forensic analysts found evidence that he may have helped recruit clients from the network, even providing referrals in exchange for discounts or kickbacks. One message read, "I've got a rich widow. Will have her trust me within a year. Should be clean. She's worth 2.5 M." That message was dated March 2015, just 1 year after he married Danielle. It wasn't just about money. It was a system, a pattern, a business. The FBI has since reopened 11 cold cases with similar patterns: sudden deaths, large insurance payouts, and romantic ties to men with shadowy pasts. They're now building a digital behavioral profile of Silk Mercy's top users. And they issued a chilling statement. Travis Cole is not an anomaly. He's part of a new breed of digital age killers, faceless, strategic, and disturbingly patient. Danielle Morgan is now in protective custody after receiving a threatening email from an anonymous sender. It simply read, "You were never the target. You were the test." In 2023, the FBI's cybercrimes unit intercepted encrypted chatter on a Tor-based forum known as Cradle Dust. At first glance, it seemed like just another conspiracy board. But deeper investigation revealed familiar code language and wallet patterns almost identical to those used on Silk Mercy. One message caught investigators' attention. Client secured. Widow, 37. Estimated payout, $3 million. Timeline, 11 months. Method, Riverfall or OD. The phrasing was chillingly close to messages sent by Travis Cole years earlier. It raised a terrifying question. Was someone copying his playbook or continuing it? Cyber forensics experts now believe Silk Mercy may not have been a single platform, but part of a collective, a decentralized network of users who share methods, code, and even target profiles. It's not just about one person hiring a hitman. It's about community-based killing, a form of anonymity where users rate contractors, share advice on how to forge life insurance documents, and discuss which jurisdictions have the weakest insurance fraud enforcement. And the most disturbing trend? A growing number of relationship-based contracts, men targeting romantic partners for profit, just like Travis. After Travis's conviction, Danielle tried to rebuild her life. She changed her name, moved out of state, but then the threats began again. Emails, texts, even a voicemail from an unknown number. He may be gone, but the debt he owed isn't. Now under full FBI protection, Danielle lives with 24-hour surveillance. She rarely leaves her home. She has no public accounts. Her life remains in limbo because someone, somewhere, may still want her silenced. And the scariest part? Authorities still don't know who else Travis was working with. As of today, the FBI has flagged at least 37 cold cases with similar patterns to Travis Cole's victims. Sudden deaths ruled as accidents or overdoses. Recently updated life insurance policies. Romantic relationships with men who used aliases. Digital trails leading to cryptocurrency payments or encrypted email logs. The list spans 12 states and goes back more than 15 years. In one case from 2012, a woman named Angela Sims was found drowned in her bathtub. Her boyfriend vanished days later. The life insurance policy? He forged in her name using a fake online notary, exactly like Travis did with Danielle. Authorities believe Angela was a victim of another client on Silk Mercy, but no one has been arrested. During his final interrogation, Travis Cole made one last statement before going silent. I was just a middleman. You think I was a monster? You haven't even met the real ones yet. Investigators believe Travis may have protected higher-level operators to save himself, or worse, feared them. Now, a sealed federal investigation, Operation Merciful, is underway. Its goal: to track down the users, architects, and assassins behind the world's most sophisticated digital murder-for-profit network. But will they catch them in time? Life insurance was never designed to be a motive for murder. But loopholes in policy creation, digital notarization, and forged documents have made it shockingly easy for criminals to game the system. According to whistleblowers within the industry, less than 3% of life insurance policies are ever deeply investigated, even when suspicious red flags are present, like new policies issued shortly before death or romantic partners being added as sole beneficiaries without witness verification. Travis Cole exploited all of these gaps, and he wasn't the only one. We found evidence of at least 9 other suspects using almost identical tactics, says FBI agent Lena Morales, part of the Operation Merciful task force. Fake love, fake papers, real bodies. Dark web markets like Silk Mercy and Cradle Dust aren't just coordinating hits. They're teaching users how to erase digital footprints, spoof locations, and manipulate victims into signing fraudulent policies. There are entire threads dedicated to relationship strategy, how to win trust quickly, how to isolate partners, and how to push them toward updating their insurance. Investigators also found templates for forged documents, including medical records and death certificates, for sale on darknet forums. It's not just murder for hire. It's a curriculum, says cybercrime analyst Malik Stroud. We're watching the industrialization of intimate betrayal. Danielle Morgan, once seen as a lone survivor of Travis Cole's manipulative empire, isn't alone anymore. Since Travis's arrest, 12 women have come forward to say they were involved with men who encouraged them to take out life insurance policies under strange circumstances. One woman, Lisa Owens, claims her fiancé had her sign a $750,000 policy with him as beneficiary, just 3 months before he tried to push her off a cliff during a hiking trip in Oregon. He claimed it was an accident. There were no charges. But after seeing Danielle's story, she realized he wasn't in love. He was waiting for a payday. In response to these cases, the U.S. Department of Justice and several insurance regulators are launching a joint initiative, Project Silence Breaker. This operation will include mandatory verification of new high-value policies, criminal background screening for listed beneficiaries, a national database of suspicious claims linked to dark web activity. But investigators say the biggest challenge isn't technology, it's time. Every day, someone else could be targeted, says Agent Morales. This network thrives in silence, and it's not slowing down. In a sealed memo leaked to a journalist earlier this year, there's mention of a shadow group called the Vultures, allegedly elite-level clients within Silk Mercy, who are rumored to bankroll, recruit, and even train new killers in life insurance manipulation. One name keeps appearing in the background of multiple digital wallets, encrypted messages, and transaction logs. Codename, Helix Trust. No face, no identity. But according to investigators, Helix Trust may be the one person even Travis Cole was afraid of, which leads to the final question. If Travis was just one piece of this twisted machine, who's the one pulling the strings? When Interpol joined Operation Merciful, they began cross-referencing suspicious deaths with policy payouts, and the pattern was horrifying. In South Africa, a newlywed woman was found dead in her pool. Her American husband vanished, taking a $2 million payout with him. In the UK, 2 women from different towns were found dead in apparent suicides. Both had taken out policies with foreign beneficiary listed only as Helix Asset Holdings. In Australia, a woman fell to her death from a luxury apartment balcony. Her boyfriend, a man with multiple fake identities, vanished 2 days later. Each case featured a life insurance policy issued 3 to 12 months prior, an international or anonymous beneficiary, a romantic partner with a suspiciously clean digital history. Interpol's conclusion: this is not a series of isolated crimes. This is a global business model. The code name Helix Trust has appeared in at least 22 separate encrypted transactions related to Silk Mercy and its suspected successors. Investigators believe Helix Trust isn't one person, but rather a shell identity used by an elite network of financiers and contractors who oversee the coordination of high-value contracts and payouts. A leaked message from the Cradle Dust forums read, Helix Trust only handles client above $5 million. This isn't petty revenge. This is legacy. Some believe Helix Trust may be operating as part of an offshore syndicate, laundering death payouts through fake investment funds and crypto shell companies in tax havens. And chillingly, one FBI source said, Helix Trust isn't just a username, it's a warning. In 2024, a woman named Dr. Evelyn Kumar, a wealthy biotech executive from Singapore, died in what was ruled a tragic lab accident. But her brother uncovered something strange. A $25 million life insurance policy naming a UK-based trust company as a sole beneficiary. One linked back to a digital wallet used in the Travis Cole investigation. If confirmed, it would make Dr. Kumar's murder the highest payout murder for hire in history. Interpol now believes that Helix Trust coordinated the hit, but they have no physical suspect, no IP address, no paper trail, just code, encryption, shadows. Danielle Morgan, now living under witness protection in an undisclosed location, released one final statement through her legal team. They turned love into a weapon, insurance into a price tag, and people into targets. But I survived. I'm not afraid anymore, because the moment we stop being silent, they start losing control. She now works with a coalition of victims' families to push for the Helix Act, a proposed international bill that would mandate deeper scrutiny of cross-border insurance payouts and make it a federal crime to issue a policy without in-person verification. In the final moments of the investigation, FBI agents raided a private server farm in Zurich, believed to be used by Silk Mercy's remnants. While most data was destroyed, a few fragments were recovered, including an offline message cache titled Helix Protocol version 3.0, Global Targets 2025. It contained names, cities, projected policy values. Some of the names were redacted, others were still alive. This is the moment it stops being a crime story, Agent Morales says, and becomes a warning. This series may be over, but the murder economy is very real. And somewhere out there, another target has already been selected. What are your thoughts on this case? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with more stories, where each case isn't just about crime, but also offers a lesson for life.